My father is Conley Snidow Jr., and he's from Princeton, West Virginia, and he served in the Navy. He entered the Navy in 1944, and he was a lieutenant junior grade. He served on two different LSDs. He was on 305 and 307. When he was on 305, he was in the English Channel, and they were running supply lines back up. And then he eventually ended up over in the Pacific Theater. The main thing they had him doing was he was stationed on the island of Guam, and he was the chief educational officer. So he was in charge of all of the job training to get all the sailors ready to come back to the U.S. so that they would be able to acclimate easy and find jobs upon reentry. He was kind and loving and full of life, never met a stranger. He went on to be a college football coach, so he was a people person. People loved being around him. He was just someone to look up to. When he was serving on the LSD in the English Channel, it ended up that his brother Stanley he was in the Air Force, and he was flying transport planes during that time. And evidently they had a leave that overlapped, and my Uncle Stanley came and picked up my dad in the transport plane and gave him a tour over southern England. They got to do that together. He would come home from work every day when I was in elementary school, and we would do usually both things, actually. We would get out there and do the cheerleading stunts, because I did a lot of acrobatics and gymnastics, and he would throw me up in the air and catch me and all that. And then we would also go to the swimming pool and swim for an hour while my mom cooked dinner, and then come home and have dinner with her. My father's faith was also very important in his life. It really was the thing that he looked toward to give him direction. And as he worked with so many young men through coaching, he tried to set that type of example. He was never the type of coach who yelled and screamed at players. He was always that coach who was much like Jesus, loving and embracing and building people up. And that was really, the example he set for all of us.